All right, today we're going to dive into an idea that might just change how you see reality itself. It's this concept called time, a chain of noticing, and it basically suggests that one of the most fundamental things we believe about the universe, well, it might just be an illusion. So let's just start with the biggest question you could possibly ask. Is time even real? I mean, we feel it, right? We measure it, we plan our lives around it. But what if our basic gut feeling about what it is just completely wrong? We all have this built-in metaphor for time. We think of it as a river. It's just flowing, always moving in one direction, carrying us from the past, through this very moment, and off into the future. It just seems so obvious, doesn't it?
But what if it's not obvious? What if it's wrong? In this first part, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to challenge that core idea. We're going to explore the possibility that the flow of time is really just a trick of the mind.
I mean, these are the things we just take for granted, right? That time is like this extra dimension we're all moving through, that the clock is ticking at the exact same speed for you as it is for me, and that time itself would just keep on ticking even if none of us were here to experience it.
So, if that old model has some cracks in it, what's the alternative? Well, let's look at a totally radical way to redefine time, one that pretty much throws out the old rulebook and starts from scratch.
And here it is, the first big bombshell. This theory says time isn't some background stage where the universe plays out its drama. It's not a pre-existing box that contains all of history. Just that one sentence, and our whole river metaphor just got tossed out the window. Which, naturally, leads us to the next massive question. If time isn't a river, or a container, or some invisible dimension, then what in the world is it? And here's the answer, according to this idea. It's an ordered sequence of registrations. That's it. It's not a thing in and of itself. It's more like a process, an arrangement. But yeah, that just raises another question. What on earth is a registration? And that's what brings us to the absolute heart of this whole thing, the chain of noticing. This is how we unpack that weird definition. This is how we start to see that time is something we actually construct, not something we just find lying around. Okay. This is the key that unlocks everything. A registration isn't some high-level physics term. It's just an act of consciousness. It's you, right now, noticing something, or me, or any conscious being, really. It's just this simple act of becoming aware that something happened. So here's how it's built step by step. First, something happens. A bird sings outside your window, a random thought pops into your head, anything. Second, your consciousness registers it. You notice it. That act of noticing creates one single static link in a chain. Then you notice the next thing, and you forge the next link. What we feel as time passing is just our awareness moving along that chain of links, one after another. The best way to picture this is to think about an old film reel. Each individual frame of that film is a perfectly still photograph. It has no movement, no flow. It's just a frozen moment, a single noticing. But when you run thousands of those static frames together in the right order, you get the powerful illusion of motion, of a flowing story. This theory is saying time works in the exact same way. Okay, so if we run with this idea for a minute, what does it do to our classic concepts of past, present, and future? Well, this is where things get really, really interesting and kind of mind-bending. This new model totally reframes reality. In the way we usually think, the past is gone, vanished forever. But in this sequence view, the past isn't gone at all. It's just the logbook of all your previous noticings. And the future? It isn't racing toward us. It literally doesn't exist yet. It's a blank page. Time stops being this universal public thing and becomes deeply, deeply personal. This leads to a pretty wild thought, maybe even a little unsettling. If time is just this chain of you noticing things, what happens if you stop noticing? Let's say you're not thinking, not feeling, not aware of anything at all. Would time for you just stop until you notice something again? According to this model, the answer has to be yes. So let's bring all this back home. Let's make it personal, because this isn't just some abstract philosophical game. It's a whole new lens for looking at your own minute-by-minute experience of being alive. What this really means is that there's no single objective time with a capital T that we're all marching to. There's just your time and my time. And your time is the one-of-a-kind story told by your unique sequence of noticings. It's your personal timeline, written by you, one notice at a time.
And that brings us to the incredible bottom line. The past is just a memory of old registrations. The future is an empty void. The only thing that is truly, tangibly real is this single, current moment of noticing. Right now. That's it. In this theory, that's the entirety of reality.
And so we have to leave it with this final big question. If time is built from your personal chain of noticing, is your time the same as my time? Are we all just living on these parallel timelines that maybe never truly intersect? It's a profound idea to think about, and a perfect place to leave things for today.